And Martin, it looks like we have a phone call, so
Okay.
let's take a call. Welcome to the Bankruptcy Hour. How can we help you?
Yeah, I was actually served foreclosure papers today. I'm about 10 months behind on my mortgage, and I was just wondering, what do you guys think I should do from here?
So, gosh, I'm so sorry to hear that. So, in Florida, when they start the foreclosure process through the state court, it normally starts with the filing of a lawsuit and them serving legal papers on you. So, that is the official start of foreclosure in Florida. I would recommend that you call our office and set up that free appointment and let us take a look at this with you. A foreclosure is very serious. What's going on in a foreclosure is that your mortgage company is basically telling the state court system in Florida that you're behind on your mortgage and you can't afford your house, and they want to take it back because you're not paying for it anymore. So we can sure look at that for you. We use the bankruptcy laws to help people save their homes. Chapter 13 bankruptcy is designed to stop foreclosures, but we need to try and get this nipped early in the process before it gets too expensive for you.
Okay, that sounds great. Thank you.
Thanks so much. I appreciate the call. And we offer a free appointment, so call into our office. Set up that free appointment. You'll either meet with me or Mr. Jurnovoy, and we'll go over your options. You know, Stephen, a lot of times people don't call a lawyer when they get served foreclosure papers, and that's a mistake. The mortgage company, of course, they've hired lawyers, and their lawyers have proceeded with this foreclosure, so you as a homeowner, you should also have a lawyer in your corner.
And Martin, people may be wondering, well, if she's 10 months behind on her mortgage, you know, how's she going to afford it? But kind of what happens out there, you know, in normal times is that, you know, people may miss a mortgage payment for whatever reason. Maybe they lose their job. Maybe there was an illness and they couldn't make the payment. Once they usually miss 2 mortgage payments, the mortgage company won't accept their payments anymore unless you can make, you know, catch the 2 of them up and make the next payment. And, you know, a lot of times people can't do that, but they still have their job, they have income coming in, but they have to get back on track. And that's what, you know, that's what happens a lot. So, you know, we'll get into the 13 later, but what the bankruptcy basically does is it helps you catch up on the mortgage. It'll take the 10 months that you're missing, wrap it up in this plan, and let you get it paid back over a 5-year period, and you have to start making your mortgage payment again. And by spreading it out over 5 months or 5 years, it makes it affordable for people to get back on track, and that's what we do. And it gets a little more complicated, or actually a lot more complicated, but a lot better for you out there if you're in this situation, because we can also wrap up your other debts in this also and take care of everything in kind of one pot, and we'll get into that a little later. But as Martin said, you know, you get served foreclosure papers, don't sit on it, because if you sit on it, then the next step is they're going to set a sale date for the house. We can stop a foreclosure, even if there's a sale date, up until it's actually sold. And Martin, last week we stopped 2 of them on the courthouse steps. I mean, it was touch and go there, but the foreclosures were at 11 in the morning, and you know, by 9:30 we had everything filed and called the clerk's office and stopped the foreclosure. That's not ideal, but if you get to us sooner, you know, we do the same thing. But just because you got served doesn't mean you have to leave your house. And I think that's the important thing to realize.
Stephen, and this is really going on every week in the state of Florida, where people are going into foreclosure. Sometimes they're asleep on the rights. Like, I'm glad the lady called in. She just got served with foreclosure papers. But sometimes the mortgage company will be telling you on the phone, oh, we want to help you. We got all these great programs. At the same time, they hire lawyers to say, and they tell the lawyers, go foreclose on the house. So a lot of times they're telling you 2 different things. Call our office, set up that free appointment, let us take a look at it. Stephen, we got 2 more foreclosures set later this week. So again, a lot of people we see for whatever reason, are waiting to the last minute to go in and file a bankruptcy. Now, we've got a lot of things to talk about on the show today, but I want to mention that when you go into bankruptcy, it stops a foreclosure sale. It stops all collection against you. So that's why some people have to go run and file bankruptcy real quick. So we filed a bankruptcy before the foreclosure sale, then boom, it is stopped. No matter what the lender says, no matter what the judge in the state court says, federal law says that stops. Well, it also stops a repossession of a car, a garnishment collection. So bankruptcy law is very powerful, and we use it all the time to help people save their homes from foreclosure.
So, if you are struggling, you don't have to wait until you get that foreclosure. If you haven't made your mortgage payments, it's only a matter of time before the foreclosure comes. Even if you're a couple months behind and come see us, let's talk about it, how we can get you back on track, because the sooner we can do this, maybe the less fees you have to pay to the mortgage company. And, Martin, those foreclosure fees, they can get up to, $5, $6, $7,000. That's a lot more to pay back than, if you got to us a little earlier. So, give us a call, take advantage of that free appointment, and we're going to figure out a way for you to keep the house. And Martin, especially now with the way the rental market is, I mean, it's expensive out there, and a lot of times, people's houses are hundreds and hundreds of dollars cheaper than, if they had to go out and rent a place. So it's worth it. The other thing is that, and we'll get back to this, there is a program in the bankruptcy court to modify mortgages, and we'll get into that a little later on the show, but we have to take a short break. When we get back, we'll take another phone call and get into Chapter 13 and Chapter 7. We'll be right back.